It's a Sunday morning, and I'm looking forward to the service, which starts at 11 o'clock. So I have plenty of time to get there. It's rather nice having that time in the morning before the sort of old 9 o'clock services, which I grew up with. It's also a time when I reflect on what I'm going to say, and I reflect a bit on the past and on the future as well as the present. Why today I particularly reflect on the past and would like to share that with you is that there is going to be the licensing of my successor in the chaplaincy in Warsaw in Poland. And Father Kastner from India is the new chaplain there, and he is going to be licensed by the Archdeacon Leslie, this afternoon at 4 o'clock. And so perhaps if you've got time today, we'll just stop, pause, and hold up to God the people of Poland and Ukraine and the chaplaincy, the Church of England chaplaincy there, so that praying that it may reach out and not only support the people who are part of the chaplaincy, but the people of the country and of Ukraine. Thank you. Also today in our morning prayer, which we have at 8 o'clock in our time, the Central European, well, yes, Greenwich Mean Time, and 9 o'clock in the Central European time, we have morning prayer every day, every morning. Please come if you possibly have an opportunity. And we pray for you, of course, in our prayers. And we pray especially for one of our members, Yeje, who's in hospital at the moment, and other people who are going through particular trials at this time. So, in our morning prayer, we started listening to another of Paul's letters, a letter to the Philippians, a rather gentle, which is worth reading. He's got a wonderful passage in about rejoicing, which we used to always have at the end of our school terms. At the last assembly, we used to have this passage from Philippians. So read through the letter to the Philippians and you'll come across it when we're called to rejoice in all things. And of course, at school, we used to rejoice that we got to the end of another term. We had holidays coming up. In our service today, I will be talking about the gospel reading, which is the reading about when Jesus cleansed the temple, when he went into the temple, saw the people making lots of money, selling pigeons and so on, and exchanging money. And he was very angry and he upturned the tables and told people to get out, and that this was meant to be a house of prayer and not a place of pleading and so on. It's a shame, really, in some ways, that people have misread that because the churches in England, anyway, for several hundred years, used to be not only used for worship, but used to be places where activities took place during the week, very often schools and so on, and courts. And so they were very much used, and our churches, I think, should be used as much as possible to bring people together and to spread happiness and joy and love. But we're talking today about the important things and how people like you and me try to live our lives. And we have the Ten Commandments, and we think about how very often we live within a set of rules, and it's important. And some people try to live by signs, by the signs of love and so on, which they receive from other people. And other people do lots of reading and thinking and listening and trying to live by wisdom and reason. And basically, what Paul is saying and what the cleansing of the temple is saying is that we have to, in a way, realize that we are being called by God to a new center for our life, to remember that what is essential in Christianity is the cross, to know that the love which is God is there with us, suffering with us, and all that goes on in our lives, and the joyful times as well. And so it's a call for us to discern what God is calling us to do and the way He wants us to live. And He might be calling us to do other things other than what we are already doing, and we have to be open and listening, and we have to take up our cross um, and recognize that other people have crosses. Very often we can't see the crosses which they are carrying. And I hope that your cross is not too heavy at this time, and that you are managing to carry it and know that you are loved not only by your family and your friends, but by the Christian family and also by God who is with you now and at every moment of your life. So may you be blessed today and may you continue to be the person you are and help other people to know how much they too are loved.